live. It's me, Jason, with your boy Sean. What's up, Sean? How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for having me again. What's up, Mike Drop Sports? How's everybody doing in the Mafia?
Nice. Yeah, man, doing well over here. Still got our head colds. Everybody seems to be getting the back to school funk here lately. So, yeah. What's up, Big Colt Ruth, the starting center for the Cheat Lake Chargers? I see you there, big dog. What's up, man? Yeah, if you're not watching it now, guys, you can watch it later here when the show downloads. But we will dive in as some big news, Sean. You got Cameron Hayward, 3 years, $45 million of money added on. Well, not all added on, 45 million. 3 year extension basically with Cameron Hayward, Sean. 29 million in new money, 16 million fully guaranteed over those 3 years. Cameron Hayward turning 35 years old. This contract runs through 2026, Sean. So basically, reworking that contract of this year, running that contract through 2026 on an extension, and giving the Steelers their stud defensive lineman here some new money and some more time, man. What's your gut check reaction here on that Cam Hayward deal here as we just hear it today?
I love Cam Hayward and I love the way he plays the game. My only reaction originally was like, oh, 3 years. How old is he right now? Like, what's that going to make him be? He's going to be pushing 40 by the time he's done with this contract. And my question is, can he stay healthy that whole time?
Yeah, and you've seen those health issues last year, Sean. Cam Hayward, people thought it was just that groin injury last year. He had a couple different surgeries here over the offseason. When you're favoring one side, you're favoring a leg. That's what happens, man. You start to get injuries elsewhere, and he played at 75% a lot of the time last year. And I think that is a major concern. So definitely something that I think needs to be watched. Would you? I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. I guess it isn't astronomical money if you really break it down here. Um, what is that? So you're at 45 million over 3 years, 29 million in new money. I'm trying to figure out whether his money went down this season. You know what I mean? Because he was scheduled for a big cap hit this year. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's that? Yeah. No, it seems to be about the same. He seems to be roughly making about the same thing. He gets a signing bonus also of $15 million, man. That's kind of crazy too.
Yeah, that's a good bonus right there.
Absolutely. Let me get in. I'm not going to do the chat up there, man. So if you see things I missed, Sean, feel free to go ahead and chime in with reading anything in the chat. Miss Pittsburgh, what's up? Corey, what's up? How are you guys? John Broadway, I think we'll be winning Sunday 33-14 from the Steelers. What's your score prediction for this weekend, Sean? I gave mine yesterday, and I said 28-10 Pittsburgh. And I think the defense comes up really solid, and I think you're going to see a motivated guy like a Cam Hayward, a TJ Watt, those types of players.
You know what? I'm going to go with this is just like spur of the moment. I had no idea I was going to answer this question. I'm feeling 24 for Pittsburgh to 21. 24 to 21, Pittsburgh. They're going to win.
24-21 in a close matchup down in Atlanta. That's for Sean, man. I can't discount that either. You have Kirk Cousins, a guy that can sling the football all over the yard. However, coming off of that Achilles injury, that's what, kind of makes me wonder how sharp he's going to be. He didn't get no snaps in the preseason either, so that's a big thing there. But you guys can also start putting your scores in there this week. We'll read them off if you want everybody to know. So we'll definitely do that. That was from John Broadway, 33-14. That's what he says. Tom Ford, what's up? How are you? Daniel Warman, what's up, man? He'll take the Chiefs on Thursday night. That's another big one, Sean, in Brazil. The NFL kicks off their season in Brazil. I think it's stupid, but I'm not down for all this bullshit of the Brazil shit and all that. It's just not my thing. I feel like the teams are jet lagged, and you're taking two of the premier franchises that are competing for playoff spots right now inside of the NFL. They're major players in the playoff picture, and they all of a sudden got to go to Brazil to kick off the season. What's your thoughts on that? Chiefs Ravens Thursday night to kick off this NFL season here in 2024.
I gotta say is ha ha ha. Take that, Ravens. Go ahead and start your season off with a little bit of jet lag. That's what I'm talking about. And I think it's going to be a fun matchup. I honestly, I don't want to. I mean, I think the Ravens are going to win this game. I don't know why. I just feel like they will. I feel like last year Pat Mahomes, then they kind of stumbled out the gate, and then they finished strong. And so I'm going to go with the old history tends to repeat itself deal. And I think the Ravens will come out swinging, and they'll run the ball hard, and I think they'll get the win. And also, don't forget to join up on our Pigskin Pick'em so you can compete against us and see who can predict the most wins throughout the season.
Hey, man, I think that'll be fun. So make sure you guys do that. Sean will try to get that link in the description here again and also in the comments section. Has anybody joined?
Yeah. I think we're up to like 17 or 18 people right now that's all competing.
Oh, sick.
So it's going to be fun. Yeah. It's going to be easy. All you guys got to do is predict who's going to win what game and just do that throughout the season. That's it.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm going to beat everybody's ass, so I've already decided that I'm winning the trophy. So it is what it is.
Spit my drink out, bro.
I'll probably suck, bro. I'll probably suck. But again, guys, hey, thank you. I hope you all join because it's going to be really fun. We will put the link in there again. It's super easy to join. If I can join it, being not technology savvy, you all can join it too. So make sure you join it. We will put the link in there. But we are here, guys. As I said before, you can watch it later if you're not watching it now. However, we are here on Steel City Live, only on Mic Drop Sports. I want to ask you all to subscribe if you're not subscribed already and reach our 4,000 subscriber goal as we are over 3,500 subscribers working toward 3,600, almost there. So please make sure you share, like, all that good stuff here as we continue to move through the show. What's up, Tom Ford? How are you doing, man? Brent, Hayward got extended. Let's go. Tom Ford, are you all talking about Cam Hayward? Yeah, we are going to continue to dive into that. I'll get caught up on the chat here, Sean. Kevin Schroyer, I'm feeling 21-17. Let me write some of that down, man. 21-17. That's from Schroyer. I'm going to write that down. John Broadway said, what'd John say? You remember, Sean?
Let me look.
You tell me what John Broadway said. I'm going to try to write some of these down. So I don't know if I'll get them all wrote down, but I'll try to write some of these down. That way we can go back through. Miss Pittsburgh, let's go. Hey, yeah, hit the like button for the best show in town here on Steel City Live. I truly appreciate that. Definitely. No doubt about it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get back into the chat, find everybody. Yes, I got the place. My bet is on this game. FanDuel is where Miss Pittsburgh is betting. No free shout outs. TD, what's up, man? Charles B. Hello from Atlanta. What's up? Good to have you there, Charles. Jonathan Yule, you want to see Warren go off week one, or want to see Warren go off week one? I think Warren will be a little bit limited. Did you find his score?
No, I looked all the way up. I didn't see it in there.
We'll get it again, Brent or John. I'll find it. I'll try to. Brent says 19-14 Steelers. Steelers. Yep. Everybody's picking the Steelers. So I'll make sure I put that down. Robert Rhodes, Steelers win by 14 points or more. We'll get that for Robert. 14 plus for Robert Road. The Road Dog, Robert Road. You remember that wrestling tag team? Jesse James, the Road Dog, and his tag team partner. I can't remember who the hell it was.
And the Road Dog villain.
I can't remember who it was. Is that who it was?
That's all I remember. Road Dog villain, bro. But that, it's ringing a bell.
Nettie Miles, that Achilles injury could have been not serious, and he just got it surgically repaired. So it didn't take as long to heal. That's from Nettie. Yeah, those things definitely can happen. We don't know. We're not an MRI machine. We don't get to see the MRI results, so we don't know the grade. Typically, they may announce a grade of the tear, or grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. We get that. But they're not going to tell you the honest to God's truth half the time. So yeah, it could have been, man. That definitely could have been Nettie. No doubt about it. Good to have you in the chat. Tom Ford, 23-17. That's from Tom Ford for the Steelers. Everybody on the Steelers right now. Hey, Sean, I urge you. The Steelers are 3-point dogs right now. 3.5 point dogs. I urge you. Smash that money on there because I think that's a good bet.
Hey, man, it is, man. I would take that bet.
No doubt. Kevin Shorter Chiefs are so marketable between Mahomes and Taylor Swift. Makes sense that they're being sent over. Yeah, that we're gonna have to deal with that here soon too, Sean. The Taylor Swift fandom, 16 million guaranteed isn't bad. They can and will restructure if he doesn't produce. That's from Cutthroat. Yeah, again, that's what they give outs in these contracts, Sean. And you look at that guaranteed money and look at what the Steelers, pay in cash each year, being one of the bottom teams. It's not typical for them to give these monster bonuses. But do you think this contract, this extension, this new money for Cam, this $29 million worth of new money, do you think this is a parting farewell gift? Like, hey, this is it, baby. You finish it up. This is it. Do you think Cam Hayward attempts to play beyond 2026? He said he wanted to play for 3 more seasons. That takes it this year, next year, and the next year. That's 3 years. Do you think this is Cam Hayward's swan song here these next 3 years?
Man, it just might be a parting gift. I mean, I have a hard time seeing him making another 3 years. The guy is, I mean, he's getting pretty gray. He's looking pretty washed up there last year with his injuries. Like, I'm not saying he's a washed up, talented wise, but I know he's got all the talent in the world and the smarts to play the game. But
Yeah.
sometimes, your body just can't keep up, and that is what I'm questioning right now. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he's getting that payday, and I wish him the best. I hope he does get a full 3 years out of Cam, but I question it for sure.
Yeah, it'd be nice. And what it does give the Steelers, Sean, is that cushion, that stability. You know that guy's going to be there. He's a veteran. He's a leader. He's a captain. He's played at a high level throughout his NFL career. So it does give the Steelers a little bit of a buffer as they continue to try to maybe bring in some young talent along that defensive front to perhaps find a guy that can replace him and have a couple years of not having to start, not having to carry that burden of being the guy all the time. Cam just easing somebody into it. So maybe that's the best case scenario. We'll see. Definitely. I'm going to keep going here with the chat, try to get catched up. Brent, my Bills will go 10-7 for the season and miss the playoffs. Wow, 10-7. I don't think misses the playoffs here in 2024, Sean. I think the AFC is an ultra competitive, ultra hard conference to play within. I think it's the harder out of the two, in my opinion. Do you think 10-7 for a football team in 2024 in the AFC gets them up out of the playoffs, or do you think a 10-17 or 10-17 makes it into the playoffs, and that should be a solid, record to make it into the
And
tournament?
I guess depending on what your division you're talking about, but I think 10-7 can usually squeak you in. You're
Yeah,
not going to have a good seat in the playoffs, but you might be able to squeak in there and try to do some damage. I think that if you want to make a deep playoff run, you should be 12, 13 wins. So that way you can maybe be a 2, 3, maybe even a number one seed if you can.
yeah. I definitely think the Pittsburgh Steelers or any team that's battling for that number one seed, you're looking at 13 wins is what I think you're going to need to come out in the AFC. I think there's some teams that for sure reach 12 wins, and I definitely could see a team or two getting up to that 13 mark. I think if you plan on being the number one seed with as many games as there are, 13 wins is probably the must for sure, no doubt about it. John Broadway, that's a long ass fly. I've done it over 12 hours to Brazil from Florida. Wow. Yeah, that's a long ass way, man. I wonder when they went over there. I need to look that up, Sean. I wonder when they definitely or went over there to Brazil to start preparing. I see you there, big Colt. I want to play. Me too. Get in there, Tom Ford. You can join the Pick'em League. We'll get that. We'll get the link in there. Clyde from Walla Walla checking in. Go Steelers. Charles B 16. Falcons 26. That's from Charles B. I'm gonna try to grade you down here, Charles.
Ooh.
Charles B. 26 Falcons, 16 Stellars.
All right, we got a Falcon. Somebody going for the Falcons. All right.
No doubt. That's the first one here on the panel today. Miss Pittsburgh, wave those terrible towels. Truly appreciate that. Brian Hanford, what's up? Oh, hell yeah. Mark joined the Mafia. Best show in town. 99 cents, baby. You got it. Absolutely. Brian brings that up. 99 cents a month. Become a Mic Drop Mafia member. I am so far behind, and before I know it, I'm going to be giving out another giveaway, and I still got to meet my boy Danny George and give him his plaque that's sitting right here beside me. and he lives right down the damn way from me. Dude, it's been so busy, man, between football, life, and it's been crazy, man, no doubt. What's up, Big Russ? What's up, Big Rich? Kevin, he is old, but I feel like they're paying him for his leadership after him. I can't pinpoint another leader like him. Do you, Sean? This is a question I have for you. When Kevin brings up something good here, do you pay somebody that kind of money just for leadership? You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. I really feel like if you're going to pay any type of substantial signing bonus, any type of substantial annual salary, that player has to produce at a high level and earn that money. I don't know if I'm down for just paying people because of their leadership qualities, you know?
No, that's what we pay Mike Tomlin for. We got to have him as our leader and who everybody looks up to in that way. And as far as paying another guy like, Cam or somebody for that kind of stuff, no way, bro. If you're a player and you're on the team, you're getting suited up, you need to be out there providing big plays and just contributing to a victory.
No doubt, man. I think though, Sean, and I haven't talked to you since week one hit here in terms of on the show, but I really am excited, Sean, for this week one performance from the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of their speed defensively. I think Cameron Hayward still, can move around on the defensive line. So, I'm not discounting what he can do there. I think he can do some things still. But I think as an overall unit, this defense is so fast, in my opinion, and I think that's going to cause some real disruption down there in Atlanta. Are you excited to see this Steelers defense here in 2024, especially in Week One after TJ hasn't played, Cam hasn't played, Minka? Whoever, these big guns haven't played yet. Do you think that they are going to come out hot? Well, excuse me. Or do you think after sitting the entire preseason that they're going to come in and be a little bit sluggish and need to adapt to the speed? Or do you think like training camp and shit's enough?
I think they're going to come out and they're gonna kick some serious ass. They're really going to make a statement. I don't know. They're not going to play a flawless game by any means. There are going to be mistakes, but I feel like they'll go out. They have enough talent and they have the fire inside to go out there and play a solid game. And which that leads me to one of the questions in the comments. Let me see here. I saw it a few minutes ago. So by Brian Hanford. Good to see you. Good to see you too, bro. Which matchups are key? Can Joey Porter Jr. keep up with Drake London? I think Joey Porter Jr. can keep up with almost any wide receiver in the whole NFL. He may give up some plays here and there, but the guy he's a freak. And if you give him the opportunity, he's going to make some plays. And I'm really excited to see him along with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the whole defense. That's who I'm mostly excited to see. I want to see a Landon Roberts and Patrick Queen flying around, making tackles. I want to see Peyton Wilson get some reps in there. JPJ, and I don't know who. Do we even know who they're starting at cornerback? The other side?
Yeah, Dante Jackson.
Dante Jackson. Okay, see, I wanted to make sure before I said anything. How are they going to perform? Those are the things I'm typically looking for. But I'm very excited to see this defense take the field, bro.
Yeah. And there's two people there on that defensive back end that immediately, once you start naming names, strike you as players that if you're Kirk Cousins, you'd be pretty damn smart not to throw it their way. One being Joey Porter Jr., the other being Minka Fitzpatrick, who's now going to be freed up, Sean, here in 2024 to really be able to go back to that Minka that we first saw in his beginning parts of his career with the Steelers when he got traded here. That guy that just moves around and hovers and attacks the football and creates splash plays. And I think you're going to see that Minka Fitzpatrick return here again in 2024. I really, really do. And why I say that is because a guy like Deshaun Elliott playing on the back end with him. And if Deshaun Elliott can be healthy, do the things that the Steelers need him to do, come down in the box, be able to be really aggressive across the middle, I think that frees up Minka. And I really, really think it really clogs passing lanes for opposing offenses. I really do. What are you thinking about Minka Fitzpatrick here? Do you think he's going to have a rebound year in 2024 after an injury-plagued 2023 season?
Man, I really hope so because I miss having that Fitz magic back there, the real Fitz magic, making plays happen on the defense. I think he does go back to that a little bit more because of what you just said. He's got somebody else that can help out more, so he can go back to that old scheming and spying the quarterback and certain receivers, and that's going to make a big difference. And I think we're going to see a few more interceptions off of Fitzpatrick for sure this year. At least I really hope so.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Definitely. Tom Ford says Patrick Mahomes said in an interview that Taylor Swift writes some of their plays. Guys, I gotta caution you. It's funny, but it ain't true. He was just what he was doing was razzing people, jazzing up the media because he knew these freaking idiots that write these stories and do these interviews would run with it and clip it, and everybody would freaking believe it. She ain't writing no damn plays in Andy Reid's offense, bro. I could guarantee that Taylor Swift ain't writing no plays, bro.
Well, I'd be willing to bet she wouldn't even know how to read a play that was out of the Andy Reid playbook. She don't even know what she's looking at. And they're talking about the Swifties. I mean, we got Russell Wilson. He's got a supermodel wife. Maybe she could show up to a few of our games and take the cameras off Taylor Swift a little bit. Sheesh. I've heard so much about Taylor Swift the past few years. Oh. It's kind of the game, bro. It makes me really have a bitter taste in my mouth for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I hope they get their ass beat this year.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, she's good for football in the sense she brings a lot of eyes to it. But man, it's nauseating, dude. I ain't tuning in to see Taylor Swift's skinny ass. Like, she ain't got no meat on her bones.
Oh, for real? Come on. Let's just watch football. I don't want to see that box office with Taylor up there dancing around. I don't give a crap about that.
That's it. Kevin Schroyer, Minka tries to be, but I don't see him as the leader of men that Cam is. Cam is a leader of men. People follow him, no doubt. Minka's a quiet guy. I think Minka knows his role. Minka just is what he is. A guy that, spouts out here and there a little bit, tries to fire some people up. But Minka Fitzpatrick, smart player, all that good stuff. I really like him. Russ says stoked Cam. And Pat now want to see Najee and Jay Warren. Did Pat get signed? I don't think Pat got signed yet. Let me see. Did Pat get signed too? I don't think he did. Do you see it anywhere, Sean? I don't think he did.
No, we got to get that moderator.
Yeah, that's coming, bro. That's coming. We're going to get that. Guys, we are. I've been thinking, and I'll tell Sean a little bit of it now while we're on here. I met with Nick from Sleeper Sports Media, a couple of people that he is associated with, Martina and London. They all pretty much work together and do some things together, and they were involved in a different network together. And we're going to probably have some some producer type stuff, some new intros, and probably be switching over to StreamYard here in the next couple weeks. We'll see how it all goes. I'm working out the fine details, the finances of it, and all that kind of stuff because business is business. So you gotta handle the business part of the front end there. Yeah, look for things to change, but we will all keep you guys updated as best as possible. Our faces won't change. Sean and I won't change. It's just some different things. Production, when we want to know things, somebody putting up your comments. Because as you see tonight, with just like 30, 40 consecutive viewers at one time, the chat gets clogged up and it's very hard for Sean and I to manage it. So we miss things and things of that nature. And it's very hard to keep up. So we're going to switch formats a little bit. So that's just a little bit of an update on what's happening here at the channel. What's up, Big Danny? I was just talking about you. Stoked. We did that. What's up, Russ? Let me catch up a little bit, Sean, on this, and then we'll get moving here. Hold on. Very tired, long day from Danny George. Brian Hamford, you did that one from him. Mark Malone, hell to the knees. I don't know. You crazy, Mark. What's up, buddy? Hi, Rich. He's talking about Rich. Brian, I think you can. Hold on. I'm just getting through here, man. Miss Pittsburgh. Where are they playing at this Pittsburgh? The game will be in Atlanta, guys, and it does start at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm not sure what channel it's on. I know you can also get it through. What's the radio that you get it through, Sean?
I listen to all the games on Sirius XM radio.
Yep, there you go, guys. And you can get a free thing, right, Sean?
Yeah, actually, if you sign up right now, right before the season starts, you get the first 3 months free and just set a date on your phone, a reminder just to cancel if you don't want to pay. I'd actually talked them down. Whatever, I don't know what the original asking price is, but I just said, oh, due to connection, it's not actual live. When you listen,
Yeah.
it's like maybe 30 seconds delay. I'll give you like $5 a month, and they actually said okay. So I pay $5 a month, bro, and I get all that. I can listen to whatever I want. So
There you go. Well, that's something. That's an option for you guys. Our people out there in the mafia. That's an option for you if you're out of market. If you want to pay a very nominal fee to be able to still be involved in the action for the Pittsburgh Steelers, if you're not getting the game, that's an easy way to do it. And even if you're at work or doing whatever, you can put your earbud in, still be able to listen to it, and have access to the game and keep yourself up to date. So we're going to try to always keep you guys in the loop for things that are cost effective that you can still take and listen or watch your Pittsburgh Steelers.
and
John
I gotta
Broadway. Go ahead, John.
And I gotta say, with that app, you can choose which radio station you want to listen to. You can choose, like, say, when the Steelers are playing the Ravens, you can listen to the Ravens broadcast or the Steelers broadcast. And I'll never forget a few years ago when Kenny Pickett had that game-winning drive in the fourth quarter against the Ravens. I actually tuned into the Ravens radio to listen to the heartbreak, and I heard them just cry over the radio, and it was so awesome. I really enjoyed listening to those guys to get their hearts broken. But you can do little fun things like that.
That's awesome. I didn't know you could do that. That's an awesome dynamic, guys. I like that. That's really cool. I didn't know that you could do that. All right,
Yep.
guys, we're about 27 minutes into the show, so make sure you're hitting the shit out of that like button for Sean and I here on another night of Steel City Live, only here on Mic Drop Sports. And again, I appreciate you all for coming through. Don't forget to get yourself that Mic Drop Mafia membership. 99 cents a month. Always will be 99 cents a month. So make sure you take advantage of that. We will have, after this first week here, we will have members only content. I'm still trying to work on how to get a live Mafia member, like a live stream that we can all see each other and talk to each other and stuff like that. So hopefully I can get that before the end of next week, and we can do something like that to put some names to faces. So we'll definitely do that. John Broadway, 33-14 Steelers defense wins this. How do you think, Sean, this offense comes out here, led by Russell Wilson, voted a team captain by the Steelers players? How do you think the Steelers offense fares here in Atlanta? And do you think this is going to be all defense all day in week one? Or do you think Russell Wilson and this offense are going to be able to contribute a little bit?
I think they're going to contribute a little bit, depending on how the offensive line holds up is going to determine everything to me. And I think that there are going to be some struggles, but I think that there's going to be enough that can be done to win the game. Plus, our defense is going to keep us in the game. So I'm just all my worries on the offensive line, bro. It's all about how they're going to hold up. And yeah, like I say, I think they're going to have enough to win the game. I don't think Atlanta has what it takes to beat Pittsburgh right now.
Nah, no
Go ahead and
doubt.
kill me in the comments. Go ahead. I don't care. I said it.
We're pumped. We're just excited, man. We're ready. Tom Ford, I know it's weird coming from me, but Tomlin sucks. Yeah, it's weird coming from you, Tom. Kevin Schroyer, the players like Tomlin, but he can't control the locker room. I personally feel when Cam speaks, the players will follow him into battle. That may very well be, and that may be a big deciding factor. I'm not sure I pay players, though, for the leadership factor. I pay them for production first, leadership second, because I think people can take those leadership roles. And on any good football team, you need 3 or 4 guys that step up. And I don't care if this is youth football that I coach at the very, very youngest kid or to NFL. You need 3 or 4 guys on that football team that are vocal leaders, guys that push people, guys that keep people in line, keep them paying attention, keep them knowing what's going on, keep them with the program. Do you agree with that, Sean? And can you tell personally when you watch football if a team doesn't have that kind of on-field leadership?
Absolutely. The more you have, the better, really. Because it's just that many people that can help out. But you can tell when you got guys out there and they don't have that leadership that you're talking about. It reminds me of what we went through last year when we lost our middle linebackers and T.J. Watt comes off the field. They look lost. They're giving up big runs. They're giving up big passes. The middle of the field is wide open, and it's a nightmare. and when you got those leaders out there, then yeah, you got good communication and people are able to do their jobs a lot easier, and therefore you can shut down the offense. So I think it's really important to have those guys out there on the field. Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think you can tell. Yeah, definitely. When you don't have those vocal leaders, guys that can get people fired up, man, it's a detriment. So no doubt you do need it. So yeah, you're just stuck between a rock and a hard place with a guy that's 35 that just coming off an injury riddled season, had several surgeries in the off season. You're stuck, man, and it is a tough decision to make. But the Steelers made it, and they signed their veteran to new money through 2026. And he's got some bonuses here too that probably free up some cap space here in 2024 now, even more. So I look for the Steelers to make some more moves here before the end of week one and possibly beyond up to the trade deadline. There's nothing off limits. Russ, I can't read that comment though, but I hear you. John, the Steelers O line will determine this game. Yeah, cutthroat. The O line determines every game, in my opinion. Again, from every level of football, you have to have an O line that blocks people, man. You got an O line that comes out there and whiffs on blocks, causes chaos in the backfield. You can't do shit, period. Sean, what do you think? Isaac Seumalo, a guy that's possibly going to be able to return from his pectoral injury sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, you're going to have second-year man out of, I believe, Maryland, I want to say, is where Spencer Anderson's out of. Second-year guy in Spencer Anderson now taking his spot at left guard, getting his first NFL start at the guard position. Are you comfortable? Are you cool with it? You have Dan Moore at the left tackle, Broderick at the right, and James Daniels and Zach Frazier, of course, filling out the rest of the line. Are you okay here, or are you worried?
I'm a little worried. I want to see Broderick Jones go to the left. I feel like this could be a big mistake. Here we go again, kind of moving Broderick Jones around. He was a number one draft pick. He round one draft pick for a reason. He came on the left side. That's what he was drafted as, to be on the left, and they're kind of throwing him around, and that worries me a little bit. And we'll just have to see what happens with Spencer Anderson. Hopefully, he can step up to the game. That's what I think they're going to throw in there. But yeah, that's a big missing piece of the puzzle when Isaac went down, and I hope that he can come back sooner than later. But it does worry me. Like I say, I want to see Jones on the left-hand side.
Yeah, me too. But he's injured too. I still believe that has to be bothering him, that elbow. And they can say whatever they want, and I know they want to cover shit up, but it is what it is. I still think that's bothering him. Troy Fautanu could be back here in the next couple weeks too, the first round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers this season in the draft. So yeah, the reinforcements are coming, I believe. It's going to be a work in progress here, man. And I don't feel like, Sean, this line really hits its stride until probably week 5, 6, 7. I feel like then they'll start to really, be able to play good to serviceable. You know what I mean? I think they'll be all right after then. How about you? Do you think it's going to take longer or a shorter amount of time than that?
I think about 2 to 3 weeks is a given, like you say, and gives them a little time to gel together and build chemistry. I don't think anything longer than that, then you just got a problem out there, is what you have.
Yeah. They'll never be fully gelled. We know that because it takes years to be fully 1000% knowing what each other's going to do. We get that. But to be serviceable, to be good, to be able to do the things that are necessary in order to win football games, it shouldn't take more than 3 or 4 weeks, 5, 6 weeks at the very, very most, no doubt. And like
Yeah.
Sean says, if there is a problem to where they can't move the football, they can't do anything because of that offensive line, yeah, that's a major issue, man. That's a major problem and a big smack in the face for your draft picks that you've taken.
Yeah. It's going to be a long game.
I can't wait to see Peyton Wilson hawk down and tackle the wide receivers. Me too, man, no doubt. How is the Steelers coordinators turnover? We only lost one coordinator, and that was Matt Canada, and the Steelers hired Arthur Smith. I think that'll be okay. What about you, Sean? I think Arthur Smith will have a good showing in week 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we get Jalen Warren back also. You have Harrison Warren out there, and I think that's a really good combination to have, and that can really help your scheme, especially when it's a run heavy offense. Yeah, I think you do good.
Craig Werlo, hopefully Pat is next to get a contract. Are you excited for a possible Pat Fryermuth contract, Sean, now that Cam's done? Do you think that will be the next piece of housekeeping that the Steelers do? Or do you think they try to come to terms with Najee Harris maybe next and keep him in the black and gold for the foreseeable future? Out of those two players, which one do you think would get a contract probably first?
I think it'd be Pat Fryermuth. I think that he's a big key to the offense, and what he brings out to the field is it's hard to replace. And with since we have Jalen Warren and Patterson, we got a couple of others that can really help carry the load with the run game. I can see it being Pat first over Najee. So, and yeah, I would be happy to see Pat stick around in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it is what it is. I just worry about his injuries, but hey, man, extend him.
Yeah.
Pat, I don't believe he did, Russ. I don't know where you're seeing that, buddy. Let me try to look it up. Do you know the details? I don't think he got extended today. Steelers talking. No, he hasn't got signed, bro. A dangerous assumption, but it's looking like Hayward's new money averaging coming in at 14.5 million. It's a good bet that Fryermuth's new money will average in slightly lower, somewhere between 12.5 and 14. He didn't get signed, Russ. He's not signed yet.
It will
It's
happen.
okay, bro. I see. Russ corrected it anyway. He did. It's no big deal, Russ. You can leave it in there, buddy. It's not a big deal. That's what we're here for, bro. Talking back and forth, man. We're all just fans talking and figuring shit out, man. It's no big deal. I stopped listening when you said Russell Wilson. That's from Mamba
Why?
87.
What does the Russell Wilson hate? Come on. What's going on?
It's always there, bro. It's always there, bro. Wave those towels for Miss Pittsburgh. Craig Werlo game is on Fox. Browns game after. John Broadway, Rob Woodson does the coloring analysis for the Ratbirds. Oh, I didn't know that. It was a weird day at work today. I met 5 patients that lived in Hawaii. Whoa, Sean.
What?
5 people from Hawaii in one day as the patients.
Wow.
Damn, Kevin, you're screwed. What'd you say, Sean?
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy to see that many people from Hawaii. Dufu is the best. I don't pay a dime, and you can listen to 4 broadcasts. Try that, Sean. Maybe you should try that. Brent suggests a Dufu, DOFU, to listen to games. Maybe that's
What is
something, and he don't pay anything, and you can listen up to 4 broadcasts. So
Wow.
it's called Dufu.
Dufu, huh? Okay. I'll look into that.
Yeah, man. We're always looking to save a buck. Tom Ford, it was really weird. We did that. Waiver House from his Pittsburgh. We did the other. Rob Woodson, Brent, John, how does he feel? I wish the NFL would have a defensive-minded broadcaster. Me too. Everything's so geared toward the offensive side of the football, man. I would love to see more emphasis brought onto the defense yet again, man. And I think with a stud unit like the Steelers, you might get to hear more about a defense and get to see those shirts made up in Pittsburgh again, the Blitzburg shit and all that going on, you know? Russ, I think Steelers are 31-13. 31-13 for Russ.
Woo! Damn.
Guys, if I
That'd be cool.
miss, yeah, that'd be a good one. If I miss your score predictions, you can put them in after the show uploads, and then I'll be able to get it. Roberta Campbell, what's up? I think the team does have some leaders, but the head coach I feel is stale, and unfortunately, he has extended for 3 more years. Hopefully, he finds that fire again. Yeah, you got to find it. You got to have it. The NFL, man, and football in general, Sean, if you aren't coming fired up, if you don't got that fire, it's time to pack your bags and get the hell out, man. It really is. And it's so frustrating to see people that don't have that fire inside of them. It definitely is because it's just not a place for that, man.
You're right.
G Stacks, I'm excited to see my boy Peyton Wilson in action. I have him interception Kirk Cousins in a key moment in the game. That'll be cool. What's your prediction over and under here? What do you think the Steelers get here in Atlanta in terms of turnovers? Do you think they get any, 2, 3? What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, I think they will get a turnover. I mean, they'll get at least one, and hopefully I can see 2. I don't really see more than 2 in game 1, week 1, I should say. I think that
what about sacks?
I was gonna say like one interception I'd like to see, and then like of course TJ Watt's gonna force a fumble, and Herbig's gonna end up on top of the ball. That's just the way it goes.
That's the way it
But
seems.
yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I can see 3 or 4 sacks coming.
Yeah. No, Russ, it wasn't a bad comment, but I can't, I can't read those ones with that what you were referring to. That's all. It wasn't bad. It is what it is. Sorry guys, the chat's jumping around on me when I do it from down here. John Broadway, Brent, Rob Woodson is okay, but it's Ratbirds Radio. Boo. It's all right, dude. Don't worry about it, Russ. Too evil, too hope. I'm wondering when the Steelers are going to look at every position. They could really use new players like Latavius Murray and oh God, dude. I shouldn't have even read his damn comment. He does it every time.
Who's that?
Too evil, too hope. Every time he always says Kenny Pickett. He just does it to get me to say it because I read through the comments so fast. He always sneaks it in there, and it's like, you dude, come on, bro. Mr. 2 Points, Steelers fan in Ireland. Let's go, boys. Well, welcome to the chat, man. We love people from out of the country. That's cool to see. From Ireland, man. We've had people from Mexico, people from Australia. Now we got Ireland to add to the list. That's pretty awesome.
All right.
Yeah, man. Make sure you subscribe. Join us more often. We appreciate it. Spread the word over in Ireland of what we're doing here at Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. Russ, not it's a family site. Shouldn't. It's all right, dude. Relax. It's okay, bro. Cool hat, Sean. Oh,
Hey,
Top Dad.
Thank you.
Dad. Yeah.
Top Dad, baby.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that one.
Now all you need is a shirt that says Top Dad Bod.
Yes. We all know I got one. 43 years old and feeling good.
Yeah, you look like you ain't a day over 60, Sean.
No, age like wine.
I age like fine wine. Cutthroat. Atlanta knows the O-line is young with not much time together. The rookies haven't seen real game speed with stunts and schemes. A tough task. Definitely is a tough task. You just hope they find some dumb luck. You know what I mean? That's what you're hoping for, Sean, with a new group. You just hope that they hit the ground running, man. They find a little dumb luck there in the first couple weeks,
That'd be awesome. It'd really be good to see, especially this year.
Silverback Omega Prime defense will make up for the offensive loss. Steeler Nation Gorilla salute. I like it. Good job, man. Russ, it's all right, bro. You didn't have to really delete him. It's okay. Doofu is okay, but it locks up after 15 minutes and you have to continue to search for another free stream channel. That's from Cutthroat. Hey, Irish, go Steelers, Russ. I think 5 sacks and 2 turnovers. Woo, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
So close. You did almost have me, my man. You did so close. Brian DeBrand, flock. Brian DeBrand, he's become our resident Ratbirds fan. I've been seeing him in there. He cheers for the Ravens. Yeah, you guys got a tough one coming up on Thursday night as the Ravens travel to Brazil to take on the Kansas City Chiefs in a big matchup for a week 1 matchup for sure. Kevin Shore, I agree with Russ. 5-2 is realistic. Too evil, too hope. It's nice that the NFL seems to be naturally growing the fan base around the world. I'm just not into the travel in week 1. That's where I really just get it. I just feel like these teams that are based here in America, Sean, deserve to get off to the right start here on the right foot. That's just me. What do you think? Are you pissed about it? Do you think they should wait until midway? Not at all. What do you think?
It doesn't really bother me at all. It really doesn't. If it happens to you, you just got to learn to roll with the punches, just like in everyday life. And that's something I would just try to instill into the players. It's just you can either look down on this in a bad way, or you can look at this as a challenge and step up to the adversity. And that's what I'd like to challenge the players, and hopefully they have that kind of demeanor going into that game. And
you're gonna need it.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. And as to the other Ravens fans out there, because I have you guys picked to win, so don't you screw me, because I'm going to beat all these guys in the pigskin pick'em.
I got to do my picks, bro. I'm just picking everything that Sean picks. I'm going to pick the opposite to see if it works for week one. We got
Yeah.
to. We got to. I mean, I gotta try something. I gotta have some strategy.
Hey,
Craig Werlow brings up a good point, Sean. We have a great punter, but it seems like our gunners aren't the quickest to get there until the returner is already 10 to 15 yards down the field, at least in the preseason. Are you worried about these Steelers special teams? I think they'll be fine because I think Danny Smith's a good coach. I think they'll figure it out here ahead of week one. I don't, again, worry about too much in the preseasons, but special teams is kind of something I guess you could get a good look into. But I think they were rotating a lot of people throughout special teams. You weren't seeing consistency there at all. They were just throwing people in there to see what they could do. Are you worried about the punting unit this year? Or do you think with the addition of the big leg punter that's way better than Presley Harvin, who doesn't even have a job right now, are you not worried about it?
I'm not worried about it. I think it's just it's going to be a whole new system, obviously, this year with the kickoffs and as far as the punts go, we got a better punter. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not, and like that comment earlier, our defense is going to keep our team in the game no matter what. So, I'm feeling pretty good about this season if our offensive line could just stay healthy and gel as a unit.
Van Jefferson's my pick to have a big week that everybody wants to knock on him. Wait till this week, I guarantee. Holy shit. Sean, talk for a minute. I want you to talk about something here for a second. I got to go close the bird cage. The
Okay.
bird cage gate is this far open, and I'm so lucky that son of a bitch hasn't come and bolted me in the face. I'll be
For
2
sure.
seconds. 2
Yeah, that's
seconds.
true. And, if Jason thinks Van Jefferson is going to go out there and have a big game, which I also agree with him, that also says that Russell Wilson is going to go out and have a big game. And it might not be the biggest game. He's not going to be like maybe no 400-yard game or nothing, but I think he's going to do enough to get the job done and get us a W and maybe kind of silence some of the haters a little bit. Russell Wilson, man, he's going to have another big game. That's what I'm saying, Jason. He's going to go out there and have a solid game, just like Van Jefferson, and it's going to be a solid outcome. Let's just come on. Let's have this one time for us, Mike Tomlin. Get it together.
I heard what you said because my headphones are up real high. I could hear exactly what you said. And yeah, that's what that does mean in my eyes. You're going to see some splash plays, I think, out of that. Now, like you said, does that mean that he throws for 400 yards? Probably not. But what I think you will see is Russell Wilson in week one throw 22 to 25 passes in this game, complete, 70, 80% of his passes, throw for 200, 175, 200 yards. They're going to run the shit out of the football. The defense is going to score on a touchdown or a turnover. I think that's how they win. That's why I feel like it's going to be a 28-10 game, You might see a garbage time touchdown late from either team, but definitely I think that's what it's going to be, in my opinion. Let's keep going, bro. Oh, John Broadway's aging like a half gallon or a half a bottle of bourbon, half gone and waiting to be done. Brandon DeBrand, what's your take on PQ, still or not? I think it was a good deal in my eyes, Sean, and I'll let you comment next on this. Patrick Queen, in my opinion, was got for a fair, reasonable market value. I felt like it was a little under the value that most predicted. And from what I've seen from him in the preseason, up at training camp, the way he is able to move and fly around, I think he's really determined to take that Roquan Smith type role that is, the Ravens currently have with Roquan, and really, make a unit his and be the real leader of that unit. And I think he's really poised for a big year. And I really like the way Patrick Queen has handled this offseason. And I know he's had some deficiencies in the past game at times, but I think that you add a guy like a Peyton Wilson beside him on passing downs. You add a Landon Roberts in there that's a veteran and experienced. I think you'll really see a really high level Patrick Queen, and I think it was a very good deal. I don't know if I'd call it a steal or not, but I would say it's a very good deal. What's your thoughts on Patrick Queen, Sean?
I just love the addition of Patrick Queen. I think he's going to fit well in this system. Like you said, you got Landon Roberts and Peyton Wilson playing beside him. And you also have Minka Fitzpatrick playing behind you and helping you out there too. You know, you got Cam Hayward right in front of you. The guy's surrounded by a bunch of guys that are playmakers, and all he has to do is do his job. And I think that he's going to be a good fit in Pittsburgh, like I was saying. And I think it's going to be a better fit in Pittsburgh for him than he ever did have in Baltimore. So I see nothing but good coming out of this. I don't think it's
Yeah.
a steal of a draft, but I think it's a great addition.
Yeah. And I just think because it's going to be his, Sean. He's going to be that leader in that room. This is his linebacker room, you know. Well, middle linebacker room. He's the guy. He's the green dot guy. He's going to be doing all those things. We'll see.
It's better than I'll put it this way: it's better than Miles Jack, you guys. Having Patrick Queen will be better than Miles Jack.
Hey, man. The Road Dog says greed is why they are taking home games away from the fans here in the USA. I think yes, I agree with that too. But I think what they do so you don't lose a home game is just take each team, one of Baltimore's, one of Kansas City's away games, and that's what counts for one of their away games is when they go to Baltimore or to Brazil, to where their home crowd doesn't lose any of their time. So we'll see. Danny George, 21-10. 21-10 from Big Danny. Gotta put that down, Russ. It's looking like I will get to go to the Chargers game, brother. In-laws have season passes, and one is going to give me his ticket if he can't get off work. Awesome, dude. That's cool shit. All right, Sean, we're going to start winding down. My voice is fucking killing me, bro. Sorry, Colt, if you're still listening, I cuss, so sorry about that. But yeah, man, my voice is killing me. I don't know, man. Maybe I should swab my nose. Wonder if I got COVID or something. I got a headache from hell. I don't know, bro.
Bro, you just need to take it easy, and good job. Way to step up when you're not feeling well and do almost an hour show. You're a savage, bro.
That's how I roll, bro. That's how I roll, bro. All right, guys. If we missed your comment, I'm sorry. We're gonna shut down the chat for the night. Again, I appreciate you guys so very much. Sean, any closing statements here as we march toward Wink 1 Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as the Steelers take on the Falcons? What's your thoughts here to seal the deal for you for this week?
Well, I'll start by saying that I will put a link after this show is posted, or maybe Jason can put it in the community tab. We'll post that link again if you guys want to join our Pigskin Pick'em room and try to pick more wins than we do. If that's all we're going to be doing, that'll be a lot of fun. So if you guys are looking for that, we'll put it up after the show. Give us a little bit of time, but it will be there. And also, here we go. This is week 1 coming up in the NFL, and it's going to be a good one. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, Pittsburgh. Here we go, Mic Drop Sports. Things are about to take off for all of us. So let's get this, guys. And it's always a good time talking with you.
Amen, man. Always good having you, brother. And as the season moves on, when we have more available time, Sean has different days off. We'll always fit Sean in proposed games and stuff like that if he's able to with his work schedule. So you'll see a lot of us here in the next few weeks. Again, when we try to do the members only, I'll try to do them when Sean's around too, so he can make sure that he can get to be involved with those too. So we'll try to do all that cool shit. But anyway, yeah, man, thanks again, bro. We're going to sign off, guys. Again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't hit the like button yet, make sure you hit the shit out of that like button. We'll be back tomorrow with our live stream. And I took the morning off from the daily upload because I couldn't speak this morning. But hey, we're going to keep on pushing, and I'm going to try to do it tomorrow morning. So, yeah, until then, Sean, we're out, brother. Thank you.
All right, brother. Thanks for having me again. Have a good night and get some rest, buddy.
All right, you too, man. See ya. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Later, Mic Drop Mafia. Woo!
Woo!